I swear to God, I put a curse on myself when I made that YouTuber apology tier list, like some kind of forbidden jutsu blood ritual that has forever damned me. Because since then, I've had to apologize a couple times for some mistakes, and I'm gonna have to do it again today. I'm gonna have to march into the principal's office again, look you in the eyes, and just say, I'm sorry. That Godslap is too fucking lit, baby! Yeah, it's been a pretty wild 24 hours. There's already been talks at the Vatican about just throwing out the Bible and replacing it with Godslap volumes to follow as like the Holy Scriptures, which I think makes sense. The Bible's a bit outdated, this is long overdue, and there's no slapping in the Bible either, so this only makes sense. Yesterday was probably the most nervous I've ever been posting a video. I posted a video yesterday talking about Godslap, a project I've been working on with my friends for over a year now. And I really felt like I was about to ask you guys to prom, and I just had these butterflies in my nutsack worried that maybe you guys would reject me. You'd pull my pants down, laugh, and spit in my face. But the response to the Godslap announcement blew me and the whole team away. Like, truly, thank you. None of us knew what to expect with this. We've never done anything like this. As the title of the video yesterday said, it's the biggest thing I've ever been a part of. And I was just kind of worried like maybe the only people interested or the only people that would buy it were family and friends that were trying to support us so we didn't feel bad. You know, a purchase order from XX, not Charlie's dad, with like a delivery note of, hey, Junior, can you just drive it over? But that's not what happened. The response has been overwhelmingly encouraging, and it's just meant the world. So yesterday in the video I mentioned that there's only ever going to be 1,000 of the limited edition variants, the Vincenzo Riccardi and the John Silva cover variant. And I had no idea what to expect. None of us thought that that would sell out at all, let alone in less than 2 hours. So that blew us away, but it also showed us that we highly underestimated people's interest in it, so we did kind of fuck up there for sure. So we are going to be restocking that today, right now. When this video goes up, there will be 3,000 of each of these available, but this is going to be the only restock we ever do of it. So if you were just like scratching at your neck like a meth addict for the last 12 hours, just really wanting one of those variants, now you have a chance to get them. Just click the link in the description below if you're interested at all. Now, I'd also like to talk about a few things that I think need to be talked about, and that's shipping. So these are shipping international, worldwide, any corner of the globe. We could send this to fucking abandoned crack shack somewhere in the middle of Uzbekistan if someone wanted. Send them off planet if any Martians are watching. Like, you can have access to them anywhere, but that comes at a price. And that price is pretty fucking high. It's like a college textbook, unfortunately, because the way that postal services work right now and the shipping outside of the US is crazy. The reason it took us so long to get these covers and the posters ready for this is because we did everything we could in order to keep the price very low. And what we have right now is quite literally the lowest we could possibly find. We really did everything we could. We looked at every possible option, damn near hired a guy off Craigslist to just drive around on a tricycle and deliver them himself for a cheaper price. There's so few things you can do to actually get that lower, and we did everything we could, but unfortunately it's still pretty expensive, especially for a lot of people that just want like one poster or one copy of it and they happen to live in like Canada or something. Like shipping to Canada for the poster is like $12 or $13 alone, which is already more than the poster. And there's just nothing we could really do about that. We didn't do that. We didn't choose that. I know a lot of people were really disappointed there, but we worked hard as fuck to get it even to that level. Because I think originally it was like 20-something dollars, which I think is just absolute bullshit. And the reason why is even crazier. For posters in particular, it's because the posters have to go in a tube. So because it goes in a fucking lightsaber tube, like a little nice cardboard fleshlight, that costs an extra like $15 in labor or something, I think it was. I'm already blanking on the details because they gave us so many explanations for why it's so expensive, but like the tube that they come in is one of the main reasons why it's so expensive for posters in particular. And then for the actual comics and everything, that's just them being greedy, it sounds like to me. Like I don't think there's any reason why it should be so expensive shipping overseas for something as small as like a comic book or a poster. But again, I'm not an expert. We just dealt with this for months in order to try and get it where it is. And unfortunately, I know it's still high. We know it's still high. And we're going to keep doing everything we can for when Volume 1 comes out to make sure it's much lower when we have a lot more time and a lot more experience in like working with these distributors to make it better. But for now, this is quite literally the lowest that we could get it, and I'm sorry that it is still high for shipping overseas. In the US, we got that shit super low. That was nice, but anywhere outside of the US, it's quite a bit, which blows some dirty asshole, but there's just nothing else we could do about it. We fought for quite a while to get it to where it is, as low as it is, and it's unfortunately still high, so definitely sorry about that. Hopefully in the future, we as a species can advance up the technological tier list in order to be able to handle posters a little better through the mailing service, but I guess we're just not that far along in our evolutionary development. So until then, this is just where we're at for that price. And just again, I want to just reiterate how much this support has meant to us. Like I said multiple times, we had no idea what to expect. This is well beyond what we were preparing for, and we are so fucking grateful for it. And we really hope that you enjoy it when you do get it and get to read it. I really hope that you guys like the project because we are really passionate about it and making it a huge thing. Like I said, we have that animation coming out hopefully in the next 4 or 5 months from the Skynet studio, and we also have those meetings with the streaming platforms, also hopefully within that time period, about getting it picked up by a major streaming platform and turning it into a cartoon that runs alongside the comics. Like, we have so many big ideas and big plans for it, and it just means a lot to me that so many of you want to be along for the ride, and hopefully you all really enjoy it, and just thank you again so much. So again, it's godslapbook.com. The link's in the description below if you're interested in getting some of it. It's lasting for 29 more days now, and then after that, everything on there will never be sold again. So pretty much all of it's limited run, but these two are like the collector's items, the masterpiece series. So yeah, once again, 3,000 of each of these available, and that'll be the last time those ever get restocked. Godslapbook.com, the link's in the description. There's also one more thing that I want to talk about. This is a little goofy. A few people sent me an email mentioning that Godslap actually exists, like the name Godslap, but with an exclamation point. And they were worried, like, is this going to be like a problem? Are you going to have to like go to court over this, like a copyright infringement? I'm no lawyer. I'm just some dumb asshole who likes slapping and over-the-top action. But the Godslap that they mentioned seems to be nothing like ours. It is a Christian joke book. It is supposed to be jokes about Christianity so good you'll slap your own knee. So some of those side splitters include jokes like how to know you're a Christian when 4th of July comes around and you say God bless or something. I already don't know, but it's very different. If we have to, I will fight fucking tooth and nail with the Christian jokesters that wrote that book. I will take the real God into court and beat him there in order to secure Godslap as the name for our comic series. I don't think that'll be a problem. I appreciate you letting me know that that's out there, but I don't think we're going to be in like direct competition. I don't think the after-school Bible program that owns a few copies of Godslap exclamation point is going to be coming after us for confusion of their brand. I don't think anyone's going to buy this thinking that they're going to be getting a Christian jokes to tell at after-school daycare. But anyway, that's really about all of it. So really, just again, thank you all so much. And that's about it. See ya.